Tonight on Ctv3 News, despite being offered bail, Doris Grant remains behind bars. Attorney Dickie Bradley calls for the immediate relocation of 13-year-old minor detained under the SOE. 6 men accused of committing several crimes are on the lam. Reward is offered for their detention. And Belizeans prepare to honor Emancipation Day. These are some of the stories we have for you tonight in our newscast for Wednesday, July 31st, 2024.
Choose a side.
We fight for our queen!
Declare for the Greens or for the Blacks.
Hold to your courage for the one true King Aegon!
Driven by family feuds, the Targaryen civil war in House of the Dragon is split between Greens aligned with Alicent and Aegon Section and Blacks who support Rhaenyra in claiming the Iron Throne.
War is coming. And neither of us may win.
Pledge your allegiance. Watch House of Dragons Season 2 on Max.
My name is Stacey Badillo. This is my sister Gina Badillo, and we've been owners of this business for the past 19 years. It is called Purple Passion Studio and Spa, and we're located in Keycocker, Belize. I've been part of the credit union for 12 years, and Gina
for 19 years.
Professionally, it's allowed us for our business to grow, and our careers has grown as well.
We have had great customer service at Credit Union.
They're exceptional.
Yes.
For this small island, it's very important, but for our small business, it's even more important. It has changed our lives, the lives of our children, of our families.
I highly recommend St. Francis Credit Union to my children, to my family, to my clients, to everyone that is around me, that it's always the number one.
On July 26th, the world's eyes turn to Paris to watch the 2024 Olympic Games. Get ready to cheer on your nation. Experience the biggest moments wherever you are on Express Plus app. Sign up today.
Good evening. With your news, also simulcast on Fiesta FM 106.7. I am Joanna Rodriguez. Doris Grant, the Orange Walk woman accused of being involved in a number of illegal activities, appeared today before the lower court in Belize City. She is among the over 150 persons currently incarcerated under a state of emergency and accused of being a member of a gang as well as being involved in a murder case. The woman, who is also before the courts responding for the multi-million-dollar land scandal, was offered bail in a single matter. However, tonight remains in prison. One of her attorney's senior counsel, Dickie Bradley, spoke to the media following her court appearance today.
I was able to, she brought down her papers, and you won't believe this is shocking to all of us, that Doris Grant is in prison because she's on a state of emergency for murder. Man, they could just put on charge for anybody like that. Who she murdered, when she murdered, nothing like that, no. Not there, but she is in the hole, in the prison, because she's alleged to be involved in gang And the paper that took her to state of emergency is that she's also being accused of being involved with a murder.
In regards to the murder allegations against Grant,
Involved.
her attorney says authorities have not provided any information in relation to that charge and have resorted to her unlawful detention.
Who, when, where, anyhow, you all have been hearing the news that in our wonderful country, a 13-year-old can be taken to the prison, and presumably also, according to a legal representative for the family, it's alleged that he also is in the hole. Man, it's like, for me, it's just becoming unacceptable that these things are going on right in front of everybody's eye. That you could just pick up people and say, you're in a gang, go to jail, and then when the 13 days or 1 month or up, we extend the period, man. Because nobody is in the society. We should be protected by the church leaders, especially by the media, who are probing and trying to get information to expose wrongdoing when it is going on. I mean, I don't want to, but let's just try and apply the little bit of common sense that God has given us. I want to really believe that some Mennonites gave Doris Grant $5 million cash to get a piece of land. I don't really believe that.
The 13.
With the extension of the state of emergency to a period of 90 days, Bradley says his client will be summoned in front of a tribunal.
Who, when, where, I'm not sure if documentation has been given to her, and I was a little bit, slightly concerned that this business of a tribunal is being exposed, because previously they just pick you up and lock you up, you know, go front of no tribunal, nobody no follow no law. They have.
They usually last 1 month, so this one is lasting more, and you're supposed to be taken before the tribunal at 30 days. So if it end then you know to get care. But no, it's different.
Yes, in fact, no, different is not the best word. No, it's worse. Lock me up for 3 months, I do nothing. And then you tell a lie that I am involved in some murder. You can't tell me which murder. You know, you see with the gang thing, that could stretch over all kind of period. Oh, the gang during such a period. Oh, the gang for this. 163 young men in this city, mostly, are on charges for being members of a gang. 160 odd people. So they could run up all of them who they've brought charges and carry them for SOE and have them back there for 90 days. And then the society has become so complacent. I don't know what it is that they are putting in the water that we drink. But we have become so complacent. If they announce at the end of the 3 months that they have decided to extend it for another 3 months, nobody on ball and holler, you know, only the people and their family members.
The court case against Grant for being a member of a gang was adjourned until October 21st before Senior Magistrate Tricia Pitts Anderson. There has been outrage from various factions since it was learned earlier this month that a 13-year-old boy is currently incarcerated at the Belize Central Prison as part of the ongoing 90-day state of emergency in Belize City and part of the Cayo district. While many have called for his release or even relocation, authorities have declared that the child was detained for his suspected involvement in illegal activities. Commissioner of Police Chester Williams, in an interview with the media this week, even went as far as to say that the boy's detention may even serve to save his life. Well-known attorney Dickie Bradley today chimed in on this matter, calling for the 13-year-old to be relocated immediately.
But his lawyer has said to the media and I'm sure she's going to go to the High Court. And we are depending on the High Court to show no mercy to those who are abusing their authority and they take chance off of black people and poor people.
Are you able to speak about the fact that the attorney has pointed out, that's Leslie Mendez, that this child, he's a minor, has not been convicted. So everything that the state is alleging, all of these at this point are mere allegations of him shooting at anyone or trying to do so.
Of course, there are allegations. Nobody's there because they're convicted. Because if you're convicted, you wouldn't be out here. You would either be serving time or be paying a fine. This is a frightening, ongoing development in the society. When you go back to your office, you pull out Section 20 of the Constitution that you can call a state of emergency where there is an earthquake, a hurricane, a flood, a war, some natural disaster that is putting all of us, maybe a section of the city, a section of the country, all of us are at risk because something of such major proportions has taken place. But you shoot 3 people and we're in a state of emergency for year after year after year. I heard the minister responsible for social services and women and presumably children say on the news last night that after they finish doing an investigation, then they want to decide, my God, take the Lee boy out of jail right now and house him in some youth facility till they could straighten out the matter. Like they don't have no empathy, they don't have no feeling for what they are doing,
The detention and subsequent incarceration of a 13-year-old minor, according to Bradley, will undoubtedly have serious ramifications for Belize on the international human rights front.
The problem started there. The moment they feel like, you know what, we want to teach these little monsters something, lock him up along with everybody else that the problem started there. Because if you know that a 13-year-old is giving trouble, is unruly, cannot be managed by the family, this nation spend a lot of money to handle picnic way unruly and they cause problem. Without have to do what we have done. That is a big stain on the nation of Belize. The people at the United States of America Embassy who keep a watch on how we conduct ourselves in relation to human rights, you bet that one day in our report. The next report that come out on Belize, because they are required to submit an annual report on where they go under Belize. I am guaranteeing you, my lawyer friends have already drafted a letter to bring to their attention.
It is of note that the Ministry of Human Development is currently carrying out an investigation on this matter. Tonight, there are 6 men on the lam, and for that reason, they are wanted by cops in order to respond to a long list of offenses. First on the list is Yuleed Allen. The 26-year-old is wanted on the strength of a warrant for murder. In the case of Steve Ortiz, police have been looking for him to respond to a murder case. He is considered armed and dangerous. Brady Tillett, who we understand has been detained by U.S. authorities, is wanted on the strength of a warrant for aggravated assault. Then there is Akeem Richards, 31, wanted for murder and attempted murder charges. In the case of 30-year-old Malcolm Myers, he is wanted man in connection to an attempted murder. Last on the list is Hildenbrand Codd. The 36-year-old is wanted for the crime of escape from lawful custody. In all 6 cases, the Belize Police Department is offering a monetary reward of $1,000 for information that leads directly to the arrest of any of the men. If you know about their whereabouts, you are asked to call 8 Tips or your nearest police station. Coming up next, we'll tell you about the Coconut and Corn Festival scheduled for this weekend in Corozal. Stay tuned.
Snack Snackers chips are more than just a snack. They're a proud product of Belize. Sourced from corn grown in Cayo's lush valleys, then crafted with care and packaged to perfection by Belizeans. When you choose Snackers, you're choosing the taste of home and flavors you'll love. Snackers, done right, done here.
On July 26th, the world's eyes turn to Paris to watch the 2024 Olympic Games. Get ready to cheer on your nation. Experience the biggest moments wherever you are on Express Plus app. Sign up today.
Mi nombre es Mercedes García, me dedico a artesanías de bayal. Yo tengo, creo que más de 20 años de ser miembro. Quería poner este negocio y le dije pues fui allá y le dije al gerente, por favor, necesito unas máquinas. ¿Y qué necesitas? Pues dime cuánto. No tenía casa, no tenía nada. Ahorita tengo casa, hasta carro tengo. Lo que me gusta ahí en Credit Junior que uno llega y puede ver bastante fila, pero rápido. Los que trabajan ahí, los trabajadores son rápidos. Y acá pues me ayudaron hasta para hacer esto. Estas paredes así me ayudaron a hacerlo porque me dieron el préstamo. Entonces, aunque yo no lo puedo hacer, pero pago para que me lo hagan y eso pues gracias a Credit Junior.
Commissioner of Police Chester Williams, in his weekly press briefing this week, spoke about a particularly prickly topic, domestic violence, which according to crime statistics has seen a slim reduction as compared to 2023. Though this is good news, Compo Williams says it is no feat to celebrate as women and children suffer silently of violence on a daily basis. These cases, according to Compo Williams, must be addressed as a community to ensure it may someday cease to happen.
I'm not going to celebrate the decline in domestic violence cases because there are many women and children out there who are being violated every day. And they are not coming forward because they fear the perpetrator, or in some cases the perpetrator is the breadwinner. And so these women suffer in silence. So it is not an indication to say that it is done, because the truth is we do have a number of domestic violence cases every day. It's just that many a times the women do not want to go beyond telling the police in some cases because they know we're going to arrest. They don't even want to give a statement. So while it may sound good on one hand, on the other hand, I think that more needs to be done still to be able to encourage women in particular who are victims of domestic violence to be able to come forward and make reports to the police. And I think also one of the things that we're seeing is that the stand that we have taken to make sure that perpetrators are arrested and taken before the courts, that we hope will serve as a deterrent to those offenders, to know that even if my wife no want nothing, the police will still come before the court and let her go before the court and say she want nothing.
Following the late closure of the 2023-2024 sugarcane crop season, today BSI-ASR issued a letter to all cane farmer associations informing them that instead of sending the usual cane price estimate for the end of July, the millers will instead provide an update on the cane prices in August, which will be in line with the second payment for the 2024 crop season. The update expected in August will include final production figures and sales of molasses afforded throughout the year. As we had told you last week, the 2024 crop season ended with a total of 1.04953 million tons of cane delivered to the mill and a total of 104,400 tons of sugar produced. The TCTS, which tells how much tons of cane were needed to produce a ton of sugar at the end of the crop, stood at a little under 10, which is one of the highest the season has recorded in recent years. This year, the BTIA Corozal chapter has been working around the clock to make sure all is ready for a fantastic Saturday when it is scheduled to celebrate the Coconut and Corn Festival 2024. A number of booths already signed up to take part in the event, which promises to be filled with excitement and culture. Our team met with the BTIA members of the Chactamal Plaza earlier today, and Elmer Cornejo files the following report.
Belize has much to offer as our history is rich and diverse with people, their traditions, beliefs, and food. And to keep our legacy and that of our ancestors alive, the BTIA Corozal chapter and partners have carefully planned out an entire day to celebrate the Coconut and Corn Festival 2024. This will be celebrated on August 3rd, 2024 at the entrance of Corozal Town.
The BTIA Corozal chapter would like to welcome all residents of Corozal, Orange Walk, and neighboring towns and cities to visit our Coconut and Corn Festival this Saturday, August 3rd, at the entrance of Corozal Town at the Chactamal Plaza. The event promises to be a family fun day with a number of booths, including food, drinks, artisans, promotions. And this event was not possible without the proud sponsorship of our key sponsors, Madisco, Centuar, Quartz Belize Limited, Niche, Smart, the Belize Tourism Board, Grace Kennedy Belize, Bellikin, Development Finance Corporation, DigiWallet, Honorable Florencio Marin Jr., Love FM, DigiGraphics, and Travelers.
The mayor of Corozal, Rigoberto Vellos, was present at a function in neighboring Chatamal yesterday, where he used the time to promote the event in hopes of igniting the interest of our Mexican brothers and sisters.
This morning we're more concentrating on an event that will happen at Corozal on the 3rd of August, which is this Saturday now. It's a Festival de los Cocos, right? It's something where the BTIA Corozal branch, they decided to come up with the idea of wanting to do an event on behalf of the coconut, famous coconut, right? And we're trying to see how we can mobilize tourism into Corozal through this event by inviting specifically the Mexicans, specifically Chetomal, no? And I'm trying to see how we can get them across to experience this event, and eventually at a bigger scale, not only for this event, but for every weekend if possible, or every day, right? We know that tourism is one way where our economy can boost quickly. And I am surely, I can reassure that Corozal can be a tourist destination. We've been working extremely hard as a town council to ensure that happens through our infrastructure works. We have a lot of gastronomy where the Mexicans can enjoy our famous rice and beans or Bellikin beers. They love that, right? So we are trying to find ways how we can attract the Mexican tourism to enter into Corozal and eventually travel all the way through Belize City or the whole country of Belize now. But that's the main ingredient here today, concentrating on this event, Festival de los Cocos, through the BTIA and the Corozal Town Council.
The entire outline of the Coconut and Corn Festival begins at 9 a.m. with a parade followed by a day filled with promotions, prizes, and surprises.
We will have a starting parade starting from Central Park at 9 a.m. It kicks off at Central Park. We will have the ESTM Ambassadors Marching Band, the Corozal Sailing Club, Sarteneja Marching Band, and CC Marching Band. It will be at the parade will kick off at the beach side and will end at the Chactamal Plaza.
After the parade, we're going to have the marching bands doing their performances here in the morning between 10 and 11:30 in the morning. And so we're going to kick off with some DJs. We're going to have live entertainment here for you guys along with games and surprises. We have DJ Trick. We have DJ King Flex. We're going to have DJ Kali, Action One Sounds along Dynamics of Belize, Techno Band in the night, as well as the General himself, Super G. So come on out, guys. We're also going to have special performances by Amanda Petch, our own Corozalenia, as well as the Mary Hill Carnival Group doing a beautiful performance for you guys, getting us ready for that soca season.
So one of the highlights on that day would be the Corozal Bay Sailing Club will be offering tours of our beautiful Corozal Bay. So come out to enjoy that. We'd also like to thank our partnership students, tourism students from Galen University, SEMJC, CJC, and our partners, Corozal Town Council.
Elmer Cornejo, Ctv3 News.
The Catholic Church in Belize issued a stern rebuke against the 2024 Paris Olympics opening ceremony, describing it as a sacrilegious affront to Christianity. The church denounced the French Olympic Committee's portrayal of the Last Supper as central Christian moment by depicting Jesus and his apostles in drag, accompanied by what is called sleazy sexual innuendo. In response to widespread outrage, the French organizers issued a statement expressing regret for any offense caused, but defended their intent to promote community tolerance. In an official statement issued on July 29, 2024, the Catholic Church rejected this response as insincere and evasive, accusing the organizers of woke duplicity and failing to offer a genuine apology. In the statement, it said a spokesperson for France claims that they tried to celebrate community tolerance and added, "We believe this ambition was achieved. If people have taken any offense, we are really sorry. This is not an apology. It is a masterpiece of woke duplicity. 2.6 billion Christians have been offended. If you want to apologize, you say, we apologize, we made a mistake. You are hypocritically intolerant of the billions of followers of Jesus Christ. Christians were offended because what you did was offensive, and now you want to blame us for taking offense. Insult upon injury." The controversy has sparked a global debate over the balance between artistic freedom and respect for religious sentiments. And there is more news after the break. Stay tuned.
Yo me llamo José Luis Vivas. Yo he sido miembro desde hace 35 años en la Unión de Crédito. Todos mis préstamos que he pedido siempre me lo han dado. Ha sido una ayuda muy grande para mí porque he visto la prosperidad. Entonces ha crecido bastante por medio de la Unión de Crédito que me ha ayudado bastante en la comunidad de los cañeros, porque especialmente lo he visto porque hay muchos cañeros ahí en la Unión de Crédito y es por siempre por la ayuda que nos han dado. Yo empecé con 25 toneladas de licencia. Ahorita ya estoy casi, entre yo y mi esposa casi tenemos las 2,000. Desde que estaba el señor Don Canul, yo ya estaba trabajando con la Unión de Crédito y ese viejito me trató muy bien. Me trató muy bien, entonces yo se lo recomiendo a cualquiera para el futuro.
Win big with Centaur. As a valued customer, we're showing our appreciation for your continued loyalty with an incredible promotion. Update your account and receive one ticket to win $1,000 cash towards your child's education expenses. Get an extra ticket for every month you pay in advance. One lucky winner for each of our 3 branches will receive $1,000 cash. Drawing date September 6 on the Despierta Belize Morning Show. Don't miss this opportunity to secure your child's education. Update your account now. Start earning those entry tickets and win big with Centaur. On July 26th, the world's eyes turned to Paris to watch the 2024 Olympic Games. Get ready to cheer on your nation. Experience the biggest moments wherever you are on Express Plus app. Sign up today.
Tomorrow is August 1st, 2024, and Belize, like many other Caribbean countries, will be observing Emancipation Day. It is an important date for Belizeans in recognition of our ancestors who endured brutal conditions of slavery for decades. So on August 1st, the solemn celebration is a time to consider self-reflection, to appreciate our origins and the struggle and survival of our African ancestors had to face. The day is one to reawaken a sense of pride since slavery was abolished in Belize on August 1st, 1838, and this year marks the third every Emancipation Day as a holiday after the government of Belize recognized its significance to the people of Belize.
The record shows, as it relates to Belize, 1718 when enslaved Africans come to this territory. So the 186 years this year, August 1st, 1838, we are the first people recognized August 1st. In 1888, 50 years after August 1st, 1838, one group of colored people presenting themselves to the governor as we are the colored people at this at this space. Simon Lanham, one of them, Mana Oman Midnight. They marched, they had music, they had banners, then gone by Courthouse Wharf. I think they do like Regent Street, or we know not Front Street, they end up the barracks, I think, if I remember correctly. So, but that we history at school not tell we that. So that's why important that we go find our own story and tell our own story. 1 year later, then come back again, they ask for a space, actually the space at the corner of Church Street and Dock Lane up at the old BTL administration building there. And moving forward, you have to work with the state for doing a year of awareness, because our intention is to raise funds to put a monument there or a marker there, because that's where the Emancipation Institute or the People's Hall, they start to build it. They were almost done by 1893, one storm knocked it down. But based on the historical documents, there was a divide between the working class people who would be like mahogany wood cutters, domestic, what I say like enslaved people, and then enslaved people. And then you had the middle class who would have been skilled people, people who work for the as junior clerks for the government, and then we want legislative power, which is very different from where working class people want. So that 1888, 1889, I say as late as 1930s, there was an organizing for African Emancipation Day, and important we use the word African emancipation, African reparation, enslaved, enslavers, enslavery, enslavement. Our people were always human beings. The enslavers chose not to recognize them as human beings. They looked at them as commodity, not have soul, so that they could do what they want for make a bag of money and continue to make one bag of money.
Equality and justice continue to be a struggle in Belize, and Emancipation Day serves as a reminder that the fight for a true equitable Belize is constant. Across the country, everyone will have a holiday tomorrow, less those who opt to work on a time and a half basis. On July 30, 2024, the Belize Defense Force, BDF, received a substantial donation valued at over $250,000 Belize dollars from the Australian Foundation. The handing over ceremony took place at Price Barracks, Ladyville. This donation, which includes vital medical supplies and equipment, is expected to significantly enhance the operations of BDF Force Hospital. In attendance at the ceremony were Sanhia Murphy, Ambassador for Diaspora Relations and Chair of Build Belize, Brigadier General retired Dario Tapia, CEO in the Ministry of National Defense and Border Security, and Brigadier General Azariel Loria, Commander of the Belize Defense Force. The BDF noted that it had been striving to build and replenish its inventory of equipment, and this generous contribution will greatly assist in the day-to-day operations of the Force Hospital. This collaboration between the Australian Foundation, Build Belize, and the Ministry of Tourism and Diaspora Relations highlights a unified effort to support Belize's national security and healthcare infrastructure. The BDF thanked the Australian Foundation, Build Belize, and the Ministry of Tourism and Diaspora Relations for their invaluable support and dedication. This donation not only strengthens the Force's hospital capacity to serve, but also reflects the profound impact of collaborative efforts in advancing Belize's national interest, the BDF noted. And that's the news. We invite you to join us for another newscast on Friday, August 2nd, here on Ctv3 News and Fiesta FM 106.7. Remember that to read a text version of the news, you can visit our website at ctv3belizenews.com. You can also log on to our Facebook page for current stories at facebook.com/ctv3belizenews or our YouTube channel at ctv3 News BZ. Remember to wash your hands and remain safe. From all of us here at Ctv3 News, have a safe Emancipation Day. Thank you. Thank you for watching and listening. Good night.